What's going on, guys? Byron from ETA Kitchen, and we're going to show you one of my personal favorite things. These beautiful, beautiful, beautiful things right here. These are Korean style ribs. Yummy, yummy, yummy. So we're going to go ahead and whip up a little marinade, and then we're going to go ahead and put them in the fridge, and we're going to rock them tomorrow. Look at that beautiful marbling. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Alrighty, so we're going to start with just a standard handy dandy little bowl. And into this bowl, we're going to put a little bit of lime juice. That's about a tablespoon. Or I'm sorry, that's about a teaspoon. We're going to go with about 1.5 teaspoons. A little bit of oyster sauce. And again, it's going to be about the same. Right about there. That's just going to give it a nice, thick, rich, kind of succulent flavor. Now, we're not going for authentic Korean barbecue here. We're just going for what's tasty. And this is stone ground mustard. Mix it up a little bit. Then into this, we're going to add a little bit of apple cider vinegar. A little bit over a teaspoon. And we're just going to put a little bit of soy sauce, which I've left in the other room. And we're back. Just some good old Kenko Men soy sauce. Can be any brand you want, it doesn't really matter. Just a little bit. You don't want to put too much. You just want to give it that nice, a little bit of a salty, little umami. And we're going to put a few drops of dark sesame oil. About like so. That's really it. That's all it is for the marinade. Stirring my marinade, stirring my marinade. I have a marinade song, why don't you? All right, so we got it all mixed up. Next step, we're gonna take this beautiful meat over here to the sink. We're gonna wash the meat, we're gonna pat it dry with a paper towel, and we'll be back. Now look at that beautiful meat. All you gotta do, rinse it off, a little bit of fresh water, pat it dry. That's it. That's all she wrote. We're going to take this and we're going to brush each of these with a little bit. And you may have to adjust the consistency a little bit. Man, I can't talk tonight, I swear. You may have to adjust your consistency a little bit, maybe add a little bit more oyster sauce, make it a little bit thicker, more sticky. If you want, you can put in a little bit of honey. Actually, you know what? That sounds great. We're going to throw some honey in here. Since I don't want to put sugar in it, because sugar is actually pretty bad for you. But honey adds a nice little sweet, and it's going to make it nice and sticky. We'll be back after I find my honey. Alrighty. So we're just going to add 1 teaspoon of honey. And it's nothing particularly fancy. It's just your basic garden variety, but natural honey. Always get the natural honey. Sous Bee and a lot of those other honeys, they're not real honey. They taste like it, but they're not actually honey. Honey has a lot of good stuff in it, and it's good for you. Obviously, you don't want to make like Winnie the Pooh and eat honey all the time, but it's good every now and again. And that just added the perfect. It's got a nice sultry, a nice savory, and a little bit of a sweet kick to it, all in one. So we're just going to go ahead and slap it on there. Yeah, and you can see I'm not using anything fancy, just a spoon. People get caught up in wanting to get all of the cool kitchen gadgets and everything else, but at the end of the day, you got to be able to put the love in your food. Love is what makes food taste good. You can talk about science all you want, but if you don't put the love in, you're never going to get the love out. Check out that beautiful marbling. I'm going to have a little bit of this with a nice cucumber and tomato salad tomorrow, and man, I'm going to be in heaven. Yeah, man. We'll take this bone out. The meat can stay, but the bone's got to go. Get off there, you. All right. So, don't mind me while I play with my meat on camera. Never been able to say that with a straight face. I can't say it with a straight face now. I'm just basting my meat on YouTube. Now I'm beating my meat on YouTube. That's right. Anyway, flip it over, and we're just trying to make sure that it gets a good even coat, and then we're going to put it in this handy dandy plastic bag. Since I know you guys were like, what is he got that plastic bag over there for? Girl, I don't know what he got that plastic bag over there for. Well, plastic bag is to hold the meat while it does its thing. Now, for those who are curious and they're worried about BPA plastics and blah, 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 look, if you think there's enough BPA in this plastic bag right here to make it grow bitch tits, I'm sorry, but you're wrong. Science will prove you otherwise. Now, if you only eat exclusively out of these, which, by the way, these are the freezer bags, and the freezer bags have already been tested to not have BPA. So, there you go. Moving food science out of pseudoscience. So now we've got a nice good coating on our meat. I'm just going to drop it in the bag. Can't forget you. Oh, no, no, no. We're going to rinse this off. Alrighty. So now we're going to pour our marinade in. Yes, I used entirely too large of a bag. Oh well. Squeeze all the air that you can get out of this bag out of this bag. Air is bad, okay? And then I'm just going to kind of work it into your meat. I'm massaging my meat on YouTube. Boy, that's going to send up some red flag sensors, I'm sure. Giggity goo. All right, so that's about it for this part of the video, and we will see you again tomorrow. What's going on, guys? We're back, and as you can see, we've got the toaster oven ready to rock and roll. By the way, check out my shirt in memory of Janelino Reynolds. Miss you, buddy. It says I am Dixie Normus, in case you guys couldn't read it. So as you can see, I've got the meat ready to go, right? We've pulled it out of the marinade. Now it's the next day. And you're probably asking yourself, well, why are you using a toaster oven? Because I want to show you guys at home that you don't need any fancy equipment to eat well. And to prove that, I'm going to grill these bad boys in my grill at home. So we'll come back in about 10 minutes and then we're going to flip them and then I'm going to show you. Remember guys, you're going to a medium doneness. You're not going to a fully well done. I mean, you can if you really want to, but I hope you would never butcher your meat that way. But hey, different strokes for different folks. Alright, so we'll show you the finished product in just a little bit. This is Byron. See, check that out. Oh, sexy. Losing weight feels good. Actually, you know what I will do? I'm going to show you real quick. This is a simple salad that you can make at home. Just cucumbers, a little bit of tomato, and a little bit of cumin. That's it. Nothing fancy. Alright guys, we'll be back. And for the excited, we're going to test drive a new product also. So we've got a new product review coming soon. Alrighty guys, so we're back. We're halfway through the cooking process. We're going to fire up the toaster oven of doom. Give it another 10 minutes and we'll be back. Alrighty guys, so here we are. Look at that. See that? I did these in a toaster oven. If I can do these in a toaster oven, you can do these at home in your oven or your toaster oven. Or if you really, really want to, you can use a microwave, but in case you couldn't tell, I don't own a microwave. I'm not like one of those, conspiracy theorists about microwaves or anything like that. I just don't like them. That's all there is to it. So now we're going to go ahead. We're going to take this beautiful, beautiful grilled meat and we're just going to snip it up into smaller servings. And if you notice, the way that I cooked it, a lot of that excess fat has drained off. Contrary to what all the keto guys are going to tell you, there's a difference between healthy fat and bad fat. And I mean, here, let me show you. See all that liquid down in there? You don't really want that going under your hips, do you? I mean, seriously, guys. So, this is my version of the Korean style ribs. I'm not going for a true authentic Korean recipe here. That is awesome. That is a solid 10 out of 10 in my opinion. It's a little bit sweet, it's a little bit sticky, and with the mustard it just gives it a nice, well-rounded, well-bodied flavor. So this is Byron from ETA Kitchen. You guys are now a little bit smarter, and have a great rest of your day.